Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Sister Wives shocking reason Meri Brown really stayed. Sister Wives star Meri Brown is getting a lot of attention following a discussion about how she really stayed in the family. The 53-year-old has been through many ups and downs with Cody and the ex-wives. Season 18 also documented her official departure from the family. However, some Redditors think there's a shocking reason as to why the former first wife of Cody stayed for so long. Keep reading to see the discussion. Sister Wives, how's Meri Brown today? Meri has been thriving since her split from Cody. Sister Wives star spends most of her time at her B&B in Utah. She has also participated in interviews and podcasts where she talks about her past with the Brown family. Single mom made headlines in February after confirming her split with Amos Andrews, whom she dated for several months. It appears that Meri is currently not looking to enter a relationship again. Shocking reason Meri really stayed. Some Redditors discussed the possible reason why Meri Brown stayed in the family for so long, despite Cody's rejection. According to the poster, they rewatched season 6 and were disturbed by how everyone lasted after their tell-all and the therapy session in Sedona. Janelle even confessed to not being invested anymore, but she was a team player. But what caught their attention was how Meri endured the pain of receiving no love from Cody. The Reddit user believes that Meri's entitlement to family funds as one of the biggest contributors played a significant role in why she continued to stay. There was even a point where Cody jokingly told his under-budgeted wives to sacrifice a little more for the sake of Meri. I believe that when it came to their finances and budgeting that all four should have had equal budget to household expenses, then a separate budget for food and incidentals according to family size. Then Cody would split his share 5 ways, thus giving each wife equal pay from him, and he gets his own. Then Meri should only have to pay 2/17ths of any Leahy bills and keep the rest of her paychecks. If we are going based on family size, they have never fully explained how finances worked. They did use the joint apocalypse food storage for meals, for example. Who paid for that and how was it decided what could be taken and when? Robin asking Meri to announce her pregnancy with Ari was ridiculously cruel. R and K had Meri wrapped around their little fingers. Seems as though they still do, sadly. It was nauseating to see how much Meri admired them while they drove off into the sunset with her money. Aside from B&B and LuLaRoe, Meri has also been busy with her latest project, Worthy Up. According to the Sister Wives star, Worthy Up is a community that celebrates individual growth and empowerment through inspiration, insight, and impact. Many people thought that Meri Brown was going to write a tell-all book about the Brown family. She previously told fans to avoid criticizing her ex-husband and that she would never hate him despite their rough past. The desert sun was setting, casting long shadows across the Brown family's expansive property in Flagstaff. The air was thick with tension, a familiar feeling that had become a constant companion for the Brown family over the past few years. As the sky turned a deep shade of orange, Meri Brown sat alone on her porch, gazing out at the horizon with a pensive expression. Her mind was a whirlwind of thoughts and emotions, a tumultuous sea that had been stirred up by recent events. Meri had been with Cody for over 3 decades, sharing a life filled with ups and downs, joys and heartaches. She had been his first wife, the one whom had started this unconventional journey with him. But now as she sat there, she couldn't help but wonder if it had all been worth it. The family had fractured in ways she had never imagined, with Cristin and Janelle leaving the plural marriage and Cody's relationship with Robin taking center stage. Through it all, Meri had stayed, but the reasons why were more complex than anyone knew. The media and fans had speculated endlessly about her motivations. Some said it was loyalty, others claimed it was fear of the unknown. But the real reason Meri stayed was something much deeper, something that had roots in her past and her very essence. Meri's mind drifted back to her childhood, to memories of her parents and their teachings. She had grown up in a polygamous family, surrounded by the principles and beliefs that shaped her worldview. Her parents had instilled in her a deep sense of duty and commitment to family, values that were hard to shake off even in the face of adversity. Leaving the marriage would not only mean walking away from Cody and the other wives, but also from a fundamental part of who she was. As the stars began to twinkle in the darkening sky, Meri sighed and wrapped her shawl tighter around her shoulders. The night was getting colder, a stark contrast to the warmth of the day. She thought about the other wives and how their departures had affected her. Cristin's decision to leave had been a blow, but not entirely unexpected. Cristin had always been more outspoken, more willing to challenge Cody's authority. Janelle's departure, however, had been a shock. Janelle had been the rock, the steady hand that kept the family grounded. With both of them gone, Meri felt a profound sense of loss, as if the very foundation of her life had been shaken. But despite everything, she had stayed. And it wasn't just out of a sense of duty or fear. It was because, deep down, she still believed in the family they had built. She still believed in the love and bond they shared, even if it had been tested and strained. She believed in the dream they had once shared, a dream of a large, loving, and united family. Meri's thoughts were interrupted by the sound of footsteps. She turned to see Cody approaching, his silhouette framed by the light from the house. He looked tired, his face etched with worry lines that hadn't been there a few years ago. He sat down beside her, and for a moment, neither of them spoke. The silence between them was heavy, filled with unspoken words and unresolved issues. "Meri," Cody finally said, his voice soft and weary. "Why do you stay?" It was a question she had asked herself countless times, but hearing it from him brought a new wave of emotions. She looked into his eyes, searching for the man she had fallen in love with all those years ago. "I stay because I believe in us, Cody," she replied, her voice steady but filled with emotion. "I believe in the family we've built, and I believe in the love we once had. I know things are different now, but I still have hope. I still have faith that we can find our way back to each other." Cody sighed and took her hand, squeezing it gently. "I don't know if we can, Meri. So much has changed. I've changed. I know," she said softly. "But I also know that love is not something that just disappears. It evolves, it changes, but it doesn't die. I've seen glimpses of the man I fell in love with, and I believe he's still in there somewhere. I believe we can find a way to reconnect. Rebuild." Cody looked at her, his eyes filled with a mixture of doubt and hope. "I want to believe that too, Meri. But it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of healing." "I'm willing to do the work, Cody," Meri said firmly. "I'm willing to fight for us, for our family, but I need to know that you're willing to fight too." Cody nodded slowly, his grip on her hand tightening. "I am, Meri. I am willing to fight, I just don't know if it's going to be enough." "It's a start," she said with a small smile. "It's a start." As they sat there, hand in hand, the night seemed a little less cold. The road ahead was uncertain, filled with challenges and obstacles, but for the first time in a long while, Meri felt a glimmer of hope. She knew it wouldn't be easy.